Hi, everyone. Thank you so much for tuning in to this actual play of Jiangshi, the Banquet Hall. Today, we are going to be playing a scenario called Wongs versus the World. I'm going to go through what Jiangshi, the Banquet Hall is before we get started. And it's basically a tabletop role playing game based around a Chinese American family running a restaurant in the 1920s. This scenario is going to be in the 1920s. And at night, hopping vampires are going to come out and attack everyone. There's a lot of paranormal stuff. So keep that in mind. For this actual play specifically, there's going to be supernatural stuff. There's going to be murder. There's going to be racism from the police. It's a little bit veiled, so it's not like heavy-handed or anything like that. There are going to be annoying gangs, and there's definitely going to be body horror and a lot of snakes, or giant snakes. So keep that in mind while you're watching. In terms of tone, it's going to be silly. It's going to be sort of like Bob's Burgers meets the supernatural. So if that's your jam, then feel free to continue watching. For the setting, you might see me watching off to the side, looking off to the side a lot, and that's because I'm not a professional actor. I do not remember my lines or anything like that, so I'm just going to be reading off to the side. It's September 1924 in San Francisco's Chinatown. It's just starting to get chilly out, and school is about to start next week. Most of the population here is Cantonese from the Guangdong region. The locals here have been through a lot and still have to go through the annoyances of the local tongs, even though they have mostly dispersed. The overbearing police force here will not stop asking for money, and they're very annoying. And on this particular day, a film crew has decided to set up shop right in the heart of Chinatown. While it's making the flow of traffic from your typical clientele slower, it's also stirring curiosity from the locals to see if they can catch a glimpse of some celebrities. Now we know what our setting is, what the game is. Let's get into our players. So, starting with Joyce, please tell us, who are you? Where can we find you on social media? And who are you playing today?
Hey, hi. Who am I? I'm Joyce Wong. I'm an artist and designer. You can find me on Instagram at Juicette. So yes, that's like juice the drink and TTE. My character is Hui Teng Wong, aka the mother. And I'm just going to start speaking in first person to get into character. So I prefer going by Hui Teng, but I quickly realized that I had to go by an English name for an easier time in the US. I don't feel attached to the name. It's really kind of more of a strategic move. I came to the US together with my husband to start a business. That was our dream. I have a good head for business and money. I really like making money, but I also cook to support the family to make the restaurant run smoothly. My English isn't great. Listening is what I'm best at, so I rely a lot on my son to help me with official business stuff, since his English is, in my eyes, very, very good. I've been hustling since I was 20 years old with this restaurant to survive, but I want to move me and my family's era to the Thrive era. So I'm really looking forward to and hoping that my son can take over the business so I can retire, much to my mother-in-law's disapproval.
Very cool. Thank you, Joyce. Next up, we have Daniel.
Hi, I'm Daniel Kwan. I'm a game designer, podcaster, cultural consultant. I run the Asians Represent podcast, and I worked on Jiangshi as a writer. Does not mean I'm good at this game, but yeah, I really love this game. I am playing. I guess we'll go by the English name. I'm playing Julia's husband, Howard. His name is Gakeng. He is. I'm thinking of him as an artist trapped in the body of a restaurateur who is really not good at business. I love to cook. I love to express myself in the kitchen. And it's a dream that became a reality much longer than it took. It took a lot of time for us to actually achieve this dream. At least I feel like I have peaked with my craft, but maybe the business has not. We first came to America, worked at laundromat, and then finally saved up enough money to open this amazing restaurant. I want my son to follow his dreams because I kind of see a lot of myself in him. I'm an artist, but I work in the kitchen. I don't want my son to work in the kitchen, but I think my wife wants my son to take over the restaurant so we can retire. Um, and yeah, that's my character. That's Howard.
Very cool. I think next up we have Lee.
Hi, I'm Lee Shorten. I'm an actor. You can find me on Instagram at LC Shorten. Only Instagram because I got banned from Twitter, hilariously. Um, and I'm playing the son. I'm playing Wong, but I prefer to be called Sam because I'm like a reverse weeb. Like I am obsessed with Western and American culture. Like my dad said, he's got like the soul of a poet. I'm just gonna try and live those dreams. I really look up to my grandma as well, who's also kind of an artist. So I'm always walking around with a pen and paper, taking notes and people watching because I really want to be a novelist. That's my dream. Kind of like naive and just like optimistic and hopeful. And we'll see if the events of today will crush that youthful optimism or whether it will live on.
Very cool. Thank you, Lee. And finally, Danny, who are you and who are you playing?
Who am I? The existential question of the day. Hey, y'all, my name is Danny Quach. My pronouns are he, him. You can find me all over the internet at Brutal Dan. That's BR00TALDAN. I am just chronically on the internet and excited about games. I also have a newsletter called Digital Thickness with 2 C's that helps get people into marketing, talking about games, and pop culture from a queer lens. Today, I will be playing Wylam, the matriarch of the family, the grandma, and Grandma Mary wants to be called by Grandma Mary, even though her English isn't the best. She is obsessed with this Americanized dream. Her beautiful son that can do no wrong has brought her over here and has provided her with an amazing grandson that can write and have all these novels, and also a beautiful wife that Grandma Mary wants to walk the red carpet and live this ideal life of a Hollywood dream, and she can mostly be found chain smoking in the back, maybe with some sketchy characters, and maybe may or may not be rolling dice and trying to collect money, just to make sure that even if she leaves this mortal realm, her family will be okay. But until then, she'll live life a little recklessly because she's done what she's need to do to get her family to America.
Amazing. Thank you, Danny. And my name is Banana Chan. I will be your GM for today. I am one of the designers of this game, Jiangshi and the Banquet Hall, and we are going to dive right into some juicy relationship questions. So, starting with Gakeng, who do you want to lecture the most? And talk about the last thing you lectured them on.
Lecture my mother the most. We're constantly fighting. I tell her that I know they say it's good, but smoking is definitely not good for you. I lecture her about all of the unsavory characters who come through the restaurant and never order any of my food. I don't even know what they do at the back of the restaurant. But I'm constantly worried about my mother and her bad habits and the company she keeps. We fight every day.
Amazing. Love it. Hoitog, who do you want to impress the most? And talk about the last time you tried to impress them.
Wow, that's very interesting that you say that, husband, because I also want to impress your mother the most. I want her approval so badly, even though, our relationship is fraught and I have my own opinions about her. The last time I tried to impress her, I showed her basically how well our business was going, like all the numbers. Like I thought that would really impress her. But seemed like it didn't really have the effect I wanted.
Grandma Mary is so popular. So, Saoyi, who do you look up to the most? Talk about the last time they did something way too cool.
Unfortunately, it's got to be 3 for 3. It's got to be the Gma, the only G, you know what I'm saying? And she's just so cool, right? Like the last time, she was hanging out with these kind of cool looking shady characters. I don't know, but then some like young punk was like speaking up to her, and she's like takes a drag on the cigarette, flashes a like a gangster roll, and just like silences them with just like this cool ass glare. And I'm like, how can you just command this, grandma? Like, you're just such a badass. I just don't know. And she's always doing stuff like that, and it's just effortlessly cool. And obviously I'm a bit of a nerd, so I just can't comprehend that, and it just impresses me so much.
That's amazing. Grandma, Grandma Mary, who do you trust the least? And talk about the last time they did something that broke your trust.
Yeah, I just with Howard and Sam, they're blood related, and I just feel a connection with them. But Julia, every time we talk and every time I try to connect with her and talk about her dreams, all she can talk about is money and the business. And it's just one time I trusted her to throw me a party, and it was all about how many people we can get in and how we can sell tickets. And it's just, yeah, we just have fun. Like I don't know. I'm too old for all this, but I trusted her to have a good time, and all of a sudden it turned into a business meeting. So I don't know. I think I need another cigarette talking about that.
Grandma's so progressive. Or
Also,
like the older Chinese generation. Oh my God.
does fun
Grandma
pay the
is.
bill?
What's that?
Does fun pay the bills?
Uh, yeah. How long? How do you think this restaurant's staying open? Anyways,
My food?
the 3 customers that came through yesterday, yeah, those #1
But
egg
they
rolls are
come
really
once a week.
21 egg rolls, Howard. 21 egg rolls. Anyways,
I love this drama, by the way. The more drama we have here, the better. As I always say when running Jiangshi Blend the Banquet Hall, I don't actually ever say that, but I love seeing all this drama right now. Are we all ready to jump into the game? Awesome. So, just a few things of note. In this scenario, occult magic is real, but no one knows about it. Except for maybe the oldest generation. Restaurants were usually on the first floor of the building. However, during this time, it was hard for business owners to legally open their own business unless they had to prove, unless they could prove that they could bring enough clientele in. And so, consider sharing the business or the building with other businesses. And also think about how maybe your apartment is actually upstairs. So similar to Bob's Burgers, you have your restaurant downstairs, you have your where you live upstairs. We start at the gates of Chinatown, following the steps up and down the hills that lead into the bustling streets. Signs hang overhead, advertising art galleries and shops, and a cool breeze that reminds you that you're close by the water. A delivery boy balancing several crates in his arms brushes past a film crew. He accidentally bumps into a woman carrying an old box, which breaks on the ground. A nearby police officer yells at the boy, "Watch it," to which the delivery boy says, "Sorry," before continuing down the path, reaching a street with 2 family restaurants across from one another. One is called Most Delicious Chinese Food, and across the street is #1 most delicious Chinese food, Chinese USA food. Our story focuses on the Wong family restaurant, #1 most delicious Chinese USA food. To start, we are going to go ahead and do our chores. We're using Google Slides for this game. And so for Google Slides, for those of you who can see the visuals, there's going to be visuals in front of us. Each of you, you're going to pick out 2 cards from this hidden area with the banner. So starting with Hoitong, I'm going to ask you to reach behind that banner thing and just grab 2 cards, 2 random cards. All right. What'd you get?
2 cards. I got update menu 1 hour and fix appliances 3 hours.
Amazing. We're going to set those off to one side so that way we know those are yours. Next up, Gakun.
Okay, let's do this. I'm concerned that I haven't been delegated the task of updating the menu since it's my vision. But, we'll talk about it later. Decorate the restaurant, okay, and go through inventory. So I have 3 hours worth of chores.
Amazing. I'm going to set those off to one side. Next up, Xiaoyi.
Alrighty. How do I do this actually? Do I
I
move
think
the?
you.
Oh, well, I don't think I
Yeah.
can click.
Typical Sao Yi just wants to be
Yeah,
selective of his
I don't know.
chores.
Sorry,
It's okay, just don't let grandma see.
it's the 20s. I'm terrible with technology. Oh, do
Go.
I just drag this out? Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Go ahead
Get-
and just drag it out.
Get the steamer ready. All right. 2 hours. Refill condiments. Wow, that's awesome. That's you know what though? I like these mindless chores because I can just like disappear into my imaginary world and daydream, So that's great.
Awesome. Well, lucky for you, Grandma is the last person to delegate those chores, and she also has the opportunity to maybe take things off your plate if she wants to. But go ahead, Grandma, and take out 2 chores, and we'll go through delegation in a second.
Let's see. I'm gonna take this one right here. I'm gonna prep the seafood. Oh geez, it's gonna be some smoky seafood today, and clean the kitchen. I don't know if my hips can handle that.
So, Grandma, since you are the oldest family member, would you like to delegate some stuff? And by delegate some stuff, I mean, do you want to remove all of your chores and give them to someone else?
Yeah, I do. I have other important things to do. So I can literally just give my chores to anyone I'd like.
Yes, you can do that. Now, keeping in mind that each character sheet currently has 6 hours of availability on it. So if you were to delegate something to another character, say, for example, you want to delegate 3 hours of cleaning the kitchen to Sao Yi, they might not be able to accomplish that.
Just remember, you're my favorite grandma. So, I love you.
I'm your first and only son as well, Mom. Think about it.
Well, you think you're my only son. I will give the seafood prep to Howard, the chef of the family.
We need to revisit this secret family you might have.
I don't know what you're talking about. And I'll clean the kitchen. I don't know how clean it'll be, but I'll try. I'll clean everything at least at eye level. Grandma's probably like 4 foot nothing, by the way. Grandma's very short.
We're go ahead and going to get into the first segment of the day, which is the morning. So I'm going to ask each of you what you're doing, starting with Hoitong. So Hoitong, which one of these chores are you doing in the morning?
I know fixing appliances is going to take a long time. It's a marathon, not a sprint. So I'm going to start by fixing appliances.
Awesome. Where are you? Like, which appliance are you fixing?
Oh man, unfortunately, one of our stovetops went down. So that's really important. Gotta attend to that.
Nice. As you're fixing the stovetop, who else is there with you in the kitchen area?
I think Grandma.
Nice. Grandma, what are you doing?
You see Grandma Mary with a half-lit cigarette in her mouth, and she's just kind of like puffing. And every time Julia like puts down something to like as they're fixing the stovetop, like a screwdriver gets put down, Grandma just like takes it and like puts it where it's supposed to be. A piece of a screw falls off, Grandma takes it and puts it where it's supposed to be. Not thinking about, oh, Julia might need this later, but is cleaning the kitchen and is almost like hovering around Julia to see anything that she places down in the wrong spot, it's gonna go back to the toolbox underneath the sink.
Gakug, where are you?
I'm definitely in like the main part of the restaurant where the seating is. I'm going to work on decorating the restaurant because the film crew is out and we are the #1 most delicious Chinese USA food. I'm going to be hanging American flags all over the place. I'll be hanging American flags everywhere. Some of them might even accidentally cover some important decorations that my mom has put up. But I'm going to be hanging American flags, and I'm going to be calling out to Sam every now and then. I'll be like, Sam, how do you spell exciting? Roll. And I'm going to just keep asking her for spelling advice. and I'm going to be writing it out in really, really, really bad script.
Sam, how do you respond to this, and where are you?
I was gonna get the steamer ready, but then I realized that like the two ladies are in the kitchen and I know this tension and I don't really want to be around that right now. So I decided to be around Dad and refill the condiments in the main room. And that way I can help him too. So I tell him that egg siding is really lame, but I mean if he wants, then it's like I think we'll go EGGCITING egg siding. I think that's
He's gonna say it every single letter out. E
yeah.
G G.
Yeah. So I'm just kind of refilling the condiments, kind of mindless work, and just shaking my head every time Dad calls something out. But I pretend to be embarrassed, but it is kind of cute.
Chow main event of the evening.
Dad? Are you gonna go like MAIN or MEIN?
MAIN.
Yeah. Okay. All right, Dad. Cool.
Chow main event. I chuckled to myself. Businessman.
As you're discussing the decorations, the front door opens, and Sam, you notice your friend Little Shrimp peek his head into the restaurant.
My friend's name is Little Shrimp.
His name is Little Shrimp. He is the delivery boy. He's about 15 years old, and you've been friends for quite some time. He sort of is like a little brother to you.
So like I hear the door and I look up and I like give him like a super cheerful wave and I like put the condiments down, dropping it and spilling some, but like whatever, the exuberance of youth, and I like run over to see what's up.
He's just like, don't tell your dad this.
What? And I say too loudly, what? What aren't I telling my dad?
Nothing. Everything is great.
Oh, Lil Shrimp, what do you think of wonton in a million soup?
It sounds good. Are you having a million wontons in a soup or what? I'm kind of confused about the marketing here.
That's what I want them to think.
Oh.
I just do these ones. I do these ones to Little Shrimp.
Oh, got it. Okay. So, yeah, I kind of accidentally got you the wrong deliveries, and here, and he like shoves this just basket of deliveries to you.
Can I see what's in it immediately or not really?
You notice there's a bill of lading, and it's for the restaurant across the street.
Oh. You know what? I'm gonna tell him that it's cool. It's cool because if we just take their food, my dad's creative. He can figure something out. Like, I'm all
Really?
about it. Yeah.
Are you sure?
Yeah, totally, man. Like,
He's not gonna be mad at me?
dude, I'll take the heat. It's all right. Like honestly. But you owe me.
Right. Of course. You're such a good friend. Thank you
No,
so much
hey,
for joining
You
us.
remember that book I asked for? So now you have to get me that book.
The book?
Yeah.
Oh, right, that book.
That book.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I'll go get that book, or I'll find it somehow.
Awesome.
Is it okay if I hang out here for a little bit today?
Yeah, totally.
Okay, cool. I just didn't want to go back to the grocery store, and I'll get you that book later, I promise.
Yeah, no problem. I think like grandma's in the kitchen if you want to go see what she's up to, or you can hang out with us, whatever. My dad will like hurl puns at you all day though, so dealer's choice really.
I don't want to really hang out with your grandma. She's gonna make me do chores.
Well, yeah, you can just hang out with us here. That's cool.
Okay, sounds good. Little Shrimp plops into a chair in the corner and just hangs out, twiddling his thumbs. The front door opens again, and this time it's Chow Lok Wai, the manager of the restaurant across the street. And he comes in and he makes a beeline towards Gakung. Hey, Gakung. Did you see the
What?
film crew outside?
You bet I saw them, and I bet they saw my restaurant.
Your
See this sign?
restaurant?
See this sign?
That sign, that name that was stolen from my restaurant's name?
Oh no, one means first.
What?
Right, Sam? One means first. One means first.
Yes, that is correct.
One means first.
Yeah. We can't steal your name.
One means first. And listen, Lock Y, who came to America first? Me.
I'm pretty sure we came at the same time.
I stepped off the boat first.
I'm pretty sure we stepped off the boat at the same time.
Okay, I did step off the boat first. Julia stepped off the boat first. But we count as one. Number one.
I don't think that's how it works. Like
that's how
both
it works.
arrived at the same time.
That's Ma. I'm just gonna call to the kitchen.
You see just like the door open, but you don't see anybody, and like you see Grandma's head kind of pick over the counter. Are we open? And sees like little shrimp over there, and it just starts like speaking in Cantonese, like, oh, you gotta clean. If you're gonna sit here, you gotta clean, and starts like giving him like a mop and like some napkins and like just like shoving this stuff into Little Shrimp's hand and just like pointing at the tables and stuff.
Okay. Little Shrimp takes the was it like a napkin or something? Is it like a cloth?
Yeah, it's like a cloth and like a bucket of water.
Little Shrimp takes everything and he just like looks at you and looks back at Sam.
And I like mouth like, sorry.
What do I do?
And
okay.
Grandma
okay.
Mary just kind of like puts their hand kind of like on their head and just kind of like pushes them that way.
Little Shrimp runs off.
Ma, tell Lock Y that we came to America first. And that is why we are number one. First, most delicious Chinese USA food.
Number one, USA. Points at like the flags that Howard just hung up, and excellent, and just looks at Howard speaking in Cantonese again. Why is this person in our restaurant? Shouldn't we? Why did you let them in?
I just came in because I wanted to check up on your restaurant and see how things are going.
So things
Like a
are going
friendly
great.
neighbor.
Things are going great.
I am just being a friendly neighbor. Just wanted to tell you that I'm missing my deliveries, and I just wanted to know if you knew anything about missing deliveries, if anything's going on with your deliveries. I just wanted to check in.
My deliveries are always on time.
Oh yeah?
One day there will be a song about being always on time.
Okay, well,
My deliveries are always on time.
Are those your deliveries right there? And he points at a crate.
Sam gives me the thumbs up. Yeah.
Those are your deliveries.
Yep.
Are you?
Who else?
Yeah.
Who else would they be? They're in our restaurant. They're out.
You didn't get your delivery yet because you're number two.
I don't
The first
think that's
restaurant gets the first delivery. That's how it works.
I don't think that's how it works. Also, those look a lot like what I ordered.
But we both make Chinese food.
It looks a lot like what I ordered.
Your menu looks a lot like my menu.
I'm going to ask you to roll 5d8s to see if you can get Chalakwai out of your restaurant.
First roll.
I have 2 5s, a 6, a 7, and a 4. So the 4 cancels out the 7, so I have 3 partial successes.
Okay, so you have 1 partial success.
Oh, right.
What do you say to him to convince him that they're definitely your deliveries?
Look, I say we have similar menus, right? Because you copy me. But listen, my son, he never does anything wrong. He's smart. He can read English. Not like your son. My son can read English. He can write English. Show him, Sam, show him the book.
Notepad and show him.
The more I can't read, the better I think it is.
How do I know that's just not a blank notebook?
Look, there's writing. Just because you can't read it doesn't mean that there's not the writing. Look. There's an ancient American proverb that says you should just stick on your side of the street, and I mean that means that you should just mind your own business.
He just gives up in frustration and leaves the restaurant, looking back with one last sentence saying, I think things are going to be a little bit strange around here. So if you come by, I'm not going to give you any help. And he walks out the door. Hoi Tung, you're in the kitchen. Are you the only person in the kitchen right now?
I sure am.
What are you doing again? Are you still fixing the stove?
Well, I was fixing the stove and then I heard a bunch of commotion and people talking outside. And then as I'm working, I'm getting increasingly annoyed because I hear a lot of open mouths, and that probably means that hands are not moving. So, yeah, I kind of stop what I'm doing and then go out to yell at everyone. What's going on? Like, why is there so much talking?
Just as you're about to go yell at everyone, you see a flash before your eyes. There is an image of a giant snake at the top of the hill in Chinatown. And attached to that snake are several heads, several human heads. And then immediately the vision goes away.
Oh my God. Like, I stop in my tracks. This is not the first time I've had a vision. I don't know what to make of them, but it doesn't feel great.
Do you tell the rest of your family?
I want to tell my husband, but only my husband. So I go over to him and I like say in a low voice. So I change my tack. I'm not yelling at anyone, but in a low voice, I'm like, hey, like I just saw a vision, you know, the vision. Like, and it was like this huge snake curled up on a hill and there was like human heads attached to it. Like,
Is it, for context, is it odd for my wife to be having visions?
No, this happens occasionally.
Okay, cool. So I'm not freaked out. I'm like, another one.
yeah, like,
Snake.
what do you think?
Oh, I mean, the last time you had a vision, well, earthquake destroyed Chinatown.
Yeah,
Uh,
I know. Like, I'm like, that's what I'm saying. And I just feel like something bad is about to happen.
Mm.
So,
don't tell Sam.
I mean,
Don't tell Ma either.
yeah, obviously not. Like, that's why it came straight to you.
Yeah. Okay.
You're not stupid.
Okay. No, I know you're not. Well, what do you want to do about it?
I don't know. I'm just gonna sit on it. So what was going on out here?
Oh, that piece of crap, Lokwai. He just came over, accused us of stealing his delivery.
Again?
I know. I don't understand. He thinks we stole the name of his restaurant. He thinks
Well,
he stepped off the boat first. I don't understand
Little Shrimp is
what
in the
his
background,
problem is.
scrubbing harder, just trying not to pretend.
I don't
that nothing's
understand
happening.
what his problem is.
okay. Okay. Well, I mean, he's gone now, so everyone can get back to work, right?
Yeah, everyone. Did we hire another? Kind of looks at Lil Shrimp.
Hi, I'm just here for the day.
Oh, helping.
Well, I wasn't going to, but Grandma told me that I should, and so I'm here now.
Oh, you're such a good boy. Thank you so much.
Oh, you're welcome. It's nothing. I got your deliveries here too.
Excellent. Oh my God. Sam, you need to be more like Little Shrimp.
Yeah, Mom. Yep. I will try. I will try.
Try harder.
Sam, it's okay that you're also you. And like Grandma grabs your novel and like starts flipping through it. She can't read a word of it. It's like, wow, this is really good.
Thanks,
Just keep
Grandma.
working on this. Yeah.
Thanks, Grandma.
And Grandma will start like kicking. Is it like a big crate or is it like just like a box of stuff?
It's like, yeah, it's a pretty big crate. I feel like it's pretty heavy as well.
Can Grandma just like start like ruffling through it?
Oh yeah, of course.
Yeah.
You don't have
What-
to roll for that.
Okay. What's it like? Does it look normal?
It looks fine. So there is bok choy in it. There are, noodles in it. Yeah, it's pretty much everything that you would expect in a crate of deliveries.
Yeah, Howard. I know these flags are good. I don't know about these signs, but shouldn't you get to like prepping some food and stuff?
Yeah, I needed to make sure that the restaurant looked presentable. It's fine. The timing worked out.
Well, take this crate back there and I guess start. If we have the number one egg rolls, we have to start at least making the number one egg rolls.
They are, exciting. Exciting?
No, they're egg rolls.
Exciting rolls. Exciting?
I don't get it.
Sam, explain it to your grandma. And then I'm gonna take it and then go to the kitchen.
It's like a thing called a pun, Grandma. It's silly, but like, I don't know. Dads like it, I guess.
Everyone likes it, he yells from the kitchen.
Just dads. Just dads.
Grandma Wong, as you are listening intently to your grandchild, you hear something sort of in the back of your mind, as if it's not something that is spoken. It's almost as if you're thinking it yourself. And it's from Grandpa Wong. It's a voice from Grandpa Wong saying, "There's something that's happening in Chinatown tonight. Watch out."
Have I heard Grandpa Wong speak to me before?
Yes. However, it is difficult for you to reach him. You don't have any heirloom from him or anything that's attached to him.
So almost like mid-conversation while Sam was trying to explain this egg pun to me, Grandma kind of like takes a turn towards okay, everybody get back to work. People are going to start coming in and I will start heading towards the back room where I keep a few of my goods that I brought over from China. Almost like startled, but from anybody that's like just looking on, it's just like a sense of urgency that like almost taking on that spirit of Julie of like, all right, everybody get back to work. We have a business to run, which is kind of weird for Grandma to kind of like push people to work. And you just see like Grandma just like walk off to the back.
Nice. Grandma, as you're walking off to the back, I think we're going to go into the afternoon in just a second. But before we do, we're going to take a quick 5-minute break, and we'll be back shortly to get into the afternoon segment of the game. Hi everyone, welcome back to Jiangshi the Banquet Hall. We are doing an actual play today for a scenario called The Wongs versus the World. We are now heading into the afternoon segment of the game. I believe Grandma Mary is now in the kitchen or the back of the restaurant?
The back storage area.
Back storage area.
Yeah.
Got it.
Her
Okay.
office.
Yeah,
Her
Grandma's office that nobody else is really allowed into.
Amazing. Okay, so Grandma, you are in the back storage area. Meanwhile, the rest of the family is probably closer to the front of the restaurant, front of the house. And it is the afternoon, so service is starting. Through the front door walks in Lucy, and she is a famous actress that some of you might recognize. Her name is Lucy Turner. And she is going to be the lead in this picture that's being filmed right now. And the film is called, I swear I have it somewhere here. Where did I have it listed? We had a name for it and everything.
Didn't we call it like Showdown in Tokyo, but filmed in Chinatown?
Showdown
With
in
no Asian
Little
actors?
Tokyo. There it is.
Yeah.
Yes. So you see Lucy Turner walk into the restaurant. She is the star of Showdown in Little Tokyo, and she is trying to get a seat with her director. The director's name is Gary Waller, and they're looking around, and there's a third person there, and that third person's name is Sophia. But you wouldn't know that unless you looked at her name tag. It just says Sophia on it.
I'm gonna run over because I feel like as the young Western loving kid, I know Lucy, I recognize her, and I'm like, It's gonna look like, oh my God, is that Lucy Turner? So I'm gonna sprint over goofily and then be like, hi guys, welcome to number one most delicious Chinese USA food today. How can how can I help you guys?
Lucy looks at you and she doesn't say anything. The third person in the group walks over and she's just like, oh, hi, can we get a table for 3, please? And then Lucy whispers something into her ear and she's like, can we get 2 tables, one for me close by and another table for Miss Lucy Turner and Mr. Gary Waller. Can we make it a large table for them too? A nice one?
I look over my shoulder. Is there anyone else in the restaurant?
I don't think there's anyone here. There's little shrimp.
It's
Little
just-
shrimp still
it's-
there.
little shrimp still mopping the same
Yeah.
spot.
Yeah, so I'm like, yeah, absolutely. You can totally just take your pick. Yeah. Sit wherever.
So we'll just walk without you. We'll just go over to a table.
Oh, I will totally take you there. I'm just saying that you can sit wherever.
Okay.
You
Lucy whispers in the ear of the woman, and she goes, Lucy wants that table. And she points at the table that little shrimp is wiping down.
Oh, I'm like, yeah, absolutely. And I try to look at my and get little shrimp's attention.
What?
Like,
Good. What?
get out.
What's going on? I'm not sure what's.
Let me just get the table cleaned up for you. I'll come back in 2 seconds and then take you over to the.
Okay,
the
sounds good.
table. So I sprint over to the little shrimp and I'm like, do you know who
I
that
don't
is?
know.
Do you know who this
I'm
is?
just trying to clean this table.
Oh my. Okay, that's Lucy.
Your grandma
I
told
think
me to
it's Lucy
clean this
Turner.
table. Does this look clean to you?
I think when you look back, you also see that I've now come and started talking to the people, not knowing who they are.
Oh my God. Okay.
My son Sam wrote these signs.
I
Exciting rolls.
frantically just grab the cloth from Little Shrimp, just shove him, start frantically wiping it down, and then I sprint back over to my dad and Lucy.
Lucy whispers something into the woman's ear again, and she says, "Are those your signs?"
Yes. I
Lucy,
That's my sign.
Lucy would like me to tell you that they look nice.
Oh my God, seriously? Oh my! I go red. I'm all blushing or whatever. I'm like, oh my God! Please tell her thank you so much. Thank you so much. Anyway, your table is ready. I can take you over.
Oh, great. Yeah, that'd be wonderful. They start following you over to the table and they get seated. And the third person asks you, can I get a separate table? I just need to be a little bit closer, but they don't want me to seat it at their table, so I have to be at a table close. Is that okay?
Hey, of course. Yeah. I
Okay.
mean, where would you like to sit? Just
Anywhere. And she points at the other table that Little Shrimp is now sitting at. What about that one?
oh my God. Absolutely. Yep. Absolutely. Just one sec.
Okay.
Sprint over to Little Shrimp. Is this table clean?
What? I'm trying to clean these tables. Your grandma told me to clean these tables, and I'm cleaning them the best that I can. But these condiments, they keep spilling.
Okay, that is my bad. That is fair. I will own that. How clean is the table?
It's clean enough.
Okay, so then I once again shoo Little Shrimp away, run back over to Sophie, and then lead her to the table.
Great, thank you. And she sits down, and she looks over at the other table as if she's trying to figure out what they're saying. And then she leans over to you and she says, I'm assuming that they'll probably want whatever is the special on the menu. So can you get them 3 orders of that? I can't hear what they're saying, and Lucy wants me to tell the public things, but I can't, because I can't hear them. I sort of have to guess what she wants. So is that okay for you?
I mean that's weird, but yeah. I mean, you're the customer is always right, right? So
Okay.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
And I'm not gonna have anything. So yeah.
What?
Yeah, just it's okay. Just, whatever Lucy wants.
Oh, okay. I beckon to Dad.
Sam, did you tell them about the special?
They want the special. They want 3 of the special for Lucy's table. Dad, do you know who that is?
No.
Dad, she's a big star. Okay, that is Lucy Turner.
Movie star.
Shh. Yes.
He says really, really loud.
Just be cool. Be cool.
My son, fantastic writer.
That's just get her.
Pet.
Wait, get her the special, please. Dad, please, just get her the special.
Exciting. Go to the kitchen. Who's in the kitchen right now?
I think Hoyo's in the kitchen.
Julia. Movie stars in the restaurant right now.
Movie star?
Movie star from the filming. Yeah.
Ooh,
She wants my special. She liked my signs.
who
Told
is
you.
it? Who?
Oh, some white lady.
Oh.
Some white lady.
Would I know her?
I don't know. Sam seemed to like her.
Oh, okay. Okay, so she wants specials. What's the
All 3 egg-citing rolls.
I thought we weren't calling them.
She liked it.
Okay. Well,
I like
that's good for business. We are changing the name. We will update the menu immediately. Exciting rolls. Okay, and then
Best day ever.
so the stove I was working on is pretty much fixed now. We have 2, but so we're just all engines are firing. I'm starting the 3 orders of exciting rolls.
I knew I could count on you.
As you are starting up the stove, there's a knock that comes in the back door.
I have access to this back door.
Yeah, it's the back door that's by the kitchen. Yeah.
Okay. I'm startled. I don't know who it is. But I go and open it.
I'll take over the cooking. Don't worry.
Oh, thank you.
On the other side of the door, you see Officer Perry, who has come by to your restaurant in the past. And he's not looking great. He looks a little paler than usual.
Oh, hi. Hi, officer, I say in my broken English.
Hi. And he dabs his forehead with a napkin. I'm here for the protection money.
I don't, she doesn't understand. And so I'm like, basically it's like, wait. And then I run out to my English speaking son. Sam,
I'm like busy just like staring at Lucy.
Sam,
Huh? What? What?
Sam. And I speak to him in Cantonese. I'm like, there's a police officer here. He's speaking in English. I don't understand what he's saying. I need help.
I glance back at Lucy. Oh, yeah, sure. Yeah, okay, sure.
Yes,
sure.
come,
Okay.
hurry.
Okay.
So we go to the back door where the officer is.
Hi, officer.
Hi. I'm here for the protection money.
Oh, is it that time already?
Yes, $20.
I say to Mom, like, he's here for the protection money, $20.
$20? I say in Cantonese, like, this is extortion.
What can we do, Mom? I mean,
No.
no?
Say 15.
I look back at the officer. How big is this officer?
He's very tall. He's like maybe 6'3".
I look at the officer. I look at my mom. I look at the officer. Look at my mom. You want me to tell him 15?
Yes. Look at him. He's fine. He doesn't need $20.
Okay. I go back to the officer. Hey, so you look really sweaty. Do you want a water or something?
Yeah, I could go for some water. I'll have a seat in the restaurant.
Hey, yes, yes. Would you also like we got a special today. Would you like a complimentary exciting roll?
Yeah, I'll take that. Sure.
Okay, okay. I told mom, okay, I'm gonna sit him, I'm gonna get water, I'm gonna butter him up with this egg roll. So it better be really good, and then I'll tell him 15.
Okay, and if he seems like he's in a really good mood, try 10. Thank you. Good son.
I lead Officer Perry into the thing and I sit him as far away from Lucy as I possibly can.
He sits down and you notice that he just doesn't look good. His skin is splotched with gray.
I just double check. Are you sure you're okay?
Yes, I'm
officer?
fine. Now, where's the money?
Okay. Look, listen. I'll be right back with your water and your egg roll, and then I'll talk to you about the money. Hey, did you see that Lucy Turner's here? And then I just run off.
So, as you're running off, Grandma Wong, you are in the storage.
Yeah. And after I heard or had that feeling with Grandpa Wong, like almost like a sense of warning, I'm trying to like rifle through all of this storage and heirlooms to try to find like an older text that would like maybe uncryptify whatever this feeling I have is. And I would like to use my grandma's old shamanism text to be like, is there a way that I can either reach my husband or like reach her to see what's going on?
Nice. So you have the text in front of you, and as you're moving your fingers across the text, smoke begins to fill the room in the storage room as if someone's smoking directly outside of that door. And the smoke begins to fill and fill and fill until it forms the shape of a person in front of you. And before you, you see your grandmother. And she looks at you and she says, "Oh, I see you've been studying. Is that my text?"
Yeah, I've been studying every single day.
That is wonderful to hear. I am so happy that you're actually studying my text.
Yeah, just like you told me to.
Yes, and I'll bet that you memorized every single line.
That's how you're here. Hey, this might be a weird question, but
Mm-hmm.
when you back at home, did you ever have any connections with just spirits in general or like the dead?
Yeah, I mean, that's why I wrote the book.
Yeah, but not like this. Like this is normal. I've seen some stuff, but something in my mind. I think I heard my husband warning me, and last time this happened, it wasn't good, and I don't know what to do.
Your husband? Why would he be contacting you? Unless, and she looks off to one side, and she looks at your text. Can you flip over to page 231?
Flip over. Okay.
Yeah, not that part. The next part.
There's only two. Okay. Okay.
Yeah, look at that other part. That next one.
Okay.
I thought you memorized this book.
I did. It's been a while. Hollywood.
Hollywood.
Yeah, red carpets. It's a whole thing. I've been studying other things too, Grandma. And yeah, look right here. This is what I need to look at.
Right. Yes, this part. Okay. Do you remember the part about the Xiangyu?
Of course I do. And like I try to like
Mhm.
slightly like break eye contact to like look down and like read and see what I can pull away from this text.
Well, obviously, you would know that you would have to get some spirit paper to attach it to their head to make everything okay again, right?
Yeah, and I definitely have the spirit paper that you gave me.
Yeah, you should have the spirit paper on hand. And
Mhm.
also, just don't forget that they have a lot of heads. So just be careful when you're dealing with them. Just make sure that they don't come into it doesn't come into full fruition, right? So just hang in there. I'm sure you'll be able to handle it fine. Just remember everything that I told you.
How many heads did you say?
I thought you knew this.
Yeah, I was gonna try to quiz you because it seems like you've been gone for so long.
9. There are 9 heads.
9 heads, correct. And we have 9 spirit papers in the back of the book.
You just need 1.
You just need 1 for the main head.
Yes.
Yeah,
Did-
exactly.
Did you not remember any of this?
You know what? I do. And then you see Grandma Mary like almost in like this innocent, like childlike state, just like take the book and like close it. Thanks, Grandma. Just like close it.
She
completely.
disappears in the puff of smoke.
And you just see Grandma Mary like open up the back of the book again and sees the spirit paper and takes like one long draw of her cigarette, just like burning it to the tip, and it's just like lets out this big sigh. And you just hear her yelling, "Howard! Howard!" And she exits the back room looking for Howard in a frantic state.
Hours in the kitchen. I'm cooking. I'm really pleased with myself. I'm like, celebrities and police like my food. Blissfully unaware of what's going on.
I'm going to ask you to roll 5d8s to see how well you made the dish.
Oh no.
And you can re-roll if you like. I believe you have the culinary skill, right?
I do.
Cool.
Okay, here we go. 3 5s, a 1, and a 3.
That's not bad. You got a 5?
That's not bad. That's basically telling me I failed.
It's like a B plus.
A B plus, that's a fail.
No?
I'm gonna re-roll.
Okay.
I'm gonna re-roll.
We're Asian. B plus
Yeah.
is definitely a fail. Come on.
Oh, way better. I got a 7, a 5, 6, 7, 8, and a 1.
Oh, okay. So you got an 8. All right, perfect. So
That's why we're number 1 most delicious Chinese USA food.
what is something that stands out about these egg rolls that's different from what's the one across the street again? Most delicious Chinese food?
The plating. I think that like I definitely try to serve egg rolls in a way. I'm not just putting them on a plate and just like, oh, I've like arranged them really nice. I've maybe like, cut up a little piece of a carrot into like a peacock, and it's way too fancy for what it actually is.
Each of the feathers of the peacock is an egg roll.
Yeah.
And it's splayed out in a way that's really colorful. You can see the vegetables that are being used, the smells. It's savory and yet a little bit sweet at the same time. And it's got like that, hint of fried flavor. You have it in front of you. Do you want to hand it over to Sam to pass it off? Do you want to be like the head chef and describe the dish to the actress, or do you want to do something else?
Is Sam still really distracted?
Huh?
I'm gonna start. I'm gonna look and be like, a hand 1 for the police officer. For the police.
Oh yeah. Oh yep. Sure.
I'm going to take the other dish and I will approach Lucy and Gary. I'll be like, egg sighting roll.
Lucy whispers something into Gary's ear. Gary says, "These look fantastic. Is this cilantro?"
To Sam. say in Chinese. What the heck's cilantro?
It's that. I look at Gary's face. Does he look like cilantro is a good thing or a bad thing in his eyes?
I'm gonna ask you to roll some dice.
All right, all right.
Roll 5d8s, please.
Okay. Let's get up my dice roller here. Come on, baby. 5, 3, 2, 4, 7. Oh, so just a 5.
Ooh, you can't tell. He's kind of got like resting. I can curse on your streams, right? Is that okay?
Oh yeah, mine. I was like, oh, this is going on my channel. I should have just swore.
Okay. Yeah, he's just got resting bitch face.
Okay, I come over to the table. I'm like, oh, sorry. I know. I wish I could tell you, but it's like my family's special secret recipe from China. I can't tell you what it is. I promise you that it's really, really good.
All I picked up was from China. Number 1, USA.
He takes a bite of the egg roll and his eyes light up. This is amazing. This is really good. Lucy takes a bite as well, and she's just like, and that is a compliment from Lucy.
I'm like calling over Julia. I'm like waving over Julia.
I like come over because I really want to find out what's happening with famous people.
You notice the two of them enjoying their meal.
Well, how do they like it? What do they say? I say in Cantonese.
They said that they love it. That it's like amazing. Like it's really special.
Oh my God! Like I look to my husband and I'm like,
We did
I
it.
don't give a lot of approval usually, but I'm just like fucking impressed.
Gary pushes a business card over to Sam, and he says, if you want to contact us later, we can talk.
I like thank him like about like catering or something.
Yeah, catering would be great.
Oh my God, thank you so much. Thank you so much. I'm so glad that you enjoyed our food. My dad is like, he's honored that you love his food, aren't you, Dad?
What do you think of the flags?
He loves the flags, Dad. He loves the flags. Yeah.
Say I snatch the business card for my son to look at while he's continuing talking.
Mom, they want to know if we have a catering menu.
We can make one. Yes.
My mom says yes. We do. Yeah. Yep.
Meanwhile, you hear screams from the storage room coming from Grandma Mary.
Yeah, Grandma has officially entered like the restaurant seating area and has just like broken this up, and you feel a tug on your arm, Howard, to like pull you towards the back kitchen. Howard, come here. Come.
Okay.
Who?
Sam, make sure they like the food.
They like
Dad,
the food.
they like the food.
Check. We'll go back.
First off, who taught you how to make a peacock out of egg rolls, and why are you wasting so much time making peacocks out of egg rolls?
Oh, that white lady?
Yeah.
Super famous. Hollywood.
You see Grandma just like stop the conversation, shuffle out there with a napkin and a pen.
I just leave. I'm just still standing in the kitchen.
And like throws it to Sam, and it's like, Sam, autograph. And then like runs back to Howard. So I don't really know how to say this, but is Julia doing okay?
Julia's doing great.
Well, just like not about the restaurant or the business. Has Julia and you know, I don't know how serious you take me when I tell you that sometimes I can talk to your dad. This time when I talked to him, it came out of nowhere and we might be in trouble.
Mom, I told you, you know, when you're getting to that age when you can't run the casino anymore.
I can do whatever I want. Don't tell me what I can or can't do.
Yes, you can, Mom. Yes, you can, Mom.
The conversation is, so Julia is fine.
Julia is great. I'm not gonna go behind Julia's back.
Oh, okay. So, well, disregard what I'm saying. Just, I guess, keep an eye out for anything weird going on.
Okay. Okay. Mom, how about you go take a nap or something?
A nap when there's a Hollywood star outside?
You need to look good, no?
You don't think I look good now? The way that you talk to your mom is not okay, even if we're in America.
Well, kind of like sweating.
Do you let Sam talk to Julia like this?
Sam is a free spirit. Maybe Sam is influencing me. Maybe this is how they do talk.
They disrespect their mothers.
No. I want to make sure you look your best.
So,
like you do right now, your best.
Okay. Well,
maybe you should go check to see if she wrote her name for you. The Hollywood actress.
Okay. Okay. And that cop out there, why are they sitting down in my restaurant, in your restaurant, in our restaurant?
I think the police have a thing called a union. It gives them breaks during the day where they don't have to work and they get paid.
Didn't we have an agreement where we don't feed them?
Look.
All they do is
He ordered. He's gonna pay. He's gonna pay.
Oh,
look,
he's gonna. Oh,
he's gonna pay. Yeah, like Julia runs the business.
Okay, cool. And Grandma like looks at where the tickets would be and like takes a ticket that has an order on it, and it's like, okay, keep up the good work. Just keep an eye out, and is gonna walk out and try to bill this police officer that's sitting down.
I'm gonna like signal to Julia.
Why did your mom take that ticket? What's going on?
I think that the police officer looks like he's done his food. He ordered. Right?
No, we are bribing him. We're Sam.
See, this is what happens when I sometimes get left out of conversations.
Well, we can't be everywhere all at once, right? So you're not going to be a part of every conversation. That's just the way it is. Sorry. Anyways, Sam had this great idea. This police officer came in wanting $20.
$20?
$20. So I said, we're only going to offer 15. And so Sam had a really good idea saying like we would give him some free food, which, the cost is less. And then at $15. So I need to go. So then I like run up to Grandma and I'm like, stop. Respectfully stop. And I tell her basically this plan in Cantonese that I just told my husband. I'm like, so we need to stop.
If we feed him, he has to pay. Don't you care about money?
Yeah, okay, but the cost of egg rolls is not $5. Like the difference is, okay, egg rolls are like 50 cents and like $5. Grandma.
No, this man owes me money.
No, I can pay you the 50 cents.
I don't want your money.
We're not billing him. I snatched the ticket from her hand because I'm like really just like, this cannot happen. Like money is like, I see it just leaving and I'm like, this can't happen. So I'm like, Mary, I am so sorry, but we have a plan.
And the plan is to have a cop sitting in our restaurant.
Sam?
As you call for Sam, the front door opens again, and in the background, you see a blaze of light. It is the sun setting against the San Francisco background, and you see three silhouettes. It's three people that Grandma's more familiar with. They're Tong members, and their names are Joe Long, Ah Young, and Barry. And they are Joe's minions. They walk through the front door and they see Hoi Tong and Grandma Mary, and they go, "Hi, we're here for a table."
And you see Grandma just kind of make a 180 and like turn around with a smile on her face. "Oh, Joe, a table? Are you hungry, or a table to rest your hands on?"
Oh, can we do both? I mean, it is close to dinner time.
And you see Grandma go like this, like with her head pointing over at the cop.
What were you looking? Oh. Oh. Oh.
Yeah, it's not the best time. My beautiful daughter-in-law had this great idea. And you see this like fake plastered smile and looks over at Julia and the cop. "So if you would like a table to work out our deal that we've had food-wise, I can meet you in the back after I figure out what my beautiful daughter's doing with our restaurant."
Do you want us to go to the kitchen? Is that what's going on?
"Back room to the right."
Back room to the right. I get lost in here all the time. Can you just like give like
That way. It just
that way?
points towards the
Okay.
corner.
All right. We're gonna go. The three of them pass the officer, and the officer looks up and notices them walking by. There is this weird showdown between their gazes as they pass one another. The officer looks at Grandma Wong and he goes, "Were those Tong members?"
I don't speak English.
He looks at Hoi Tong. "Tong? Were those Tongs?"
English.
Do I see this?
You probably see this, yes.
Okay, I like sprint over. Oh, officer, how's the egg roll?
It's great. Where's my buddy, and are those Tongs?
So hey, those are. Do you see Lucy Turner there?
She's already left.
Oh, you remember Lucy Turner was here? You love her, right?
I guess. I mean,
Okay.
they are filming something outside without a permit, no less.
Oh, well, okay. So, the guys you just saw, they're consulting on Lucy Turner's movie. They're consulting on the martial arts stuff, and we're just like feeding the crew. They look, I like get the business card back, Mom. See that we're catering the film.
But what does that have to do with them being here?
Because they've come to pick up the food to take back to the crew.
I'm going to ask you to roll 5d8s to convince Officer Perry.
All right, come on, baby. Oh my God! Can I? Jesus, I rolled real bad.
Oh,
I got
no.
4, 2, 1, 4, 6. But I can re-roll when interacting with a Westerner, right?
Yes, you can.
Okay, I think I should probably do that because this is horrifically bad.
Go for it.
I'm the 8, 4, 1, 5, 5. So it's a 5.
That's not terrible. Okay. Do you want to keep that roll? I guess you do.
I can't do anything else. Right? Yeah.
Okay, cool. So the officer looks at you. He's not convinced, but something tells him that maybe he should just try to talk to the Tongs himself and clear this up. He gets up from his seat. He places a hand on your shoulder and he says, "Listen, kid, I've been there. I've been your age before. Obviously, I'm still relatively young and, things haven't really changed much, but I think that you should stay out of this. I'll go talk to them myself."
By yourself.
Yep.
What are they saying? What is he saying?
He's going to go talk to the Tongs by himself. He thinks they're helping us cater the movie.
No.
What? How do you want
No.
me to stop him?
Or Mary?
Julia, this what?
We'll pay him the $20.
$20?
We can't have this happen in a restaurant.
I go to the other side. What about your money, officer?
Oh, right. Yes. That money. Do you have it here with me?
Okay, so we have 15.
15.
But I also have this, and I like show him the autographed napkin from Lucy Turner.
This is just a scribble on a napkin.
This is Lucy Turner's autograph. You could like sell this to someone for more than $5, I'm sure.
How do you know that's... I can't tell. Like, it could be anyone's autograph.
You saw her just here, right?
I mean, I did see her. Yes, she was eating here, but how would I know that that's not just you forging her autograph? Did you forge her autograph?
Okay, no. Look, here's my handwriting. Look how terrible it is. Obviously, it's like a doctor's handwriting or something. But like, here's the thing, officer, right? You're a smart man. I can tell that. So maybe you're like, hey, this is a forgery. But I'm sure you can find some dumb sucker out there who doesn't care either way, and you can just sell it to them.
It sounds like a bribe.
What? What? No, what? No, I'm trying to help you because you look after us so much, and we're short the $5.
Does anyone want to try and help the situation?
Howard's just hovering.
I'm also hovering. I'm like, what are you saying? But also I have like this facet. Oh wait, I don't have this individual die to spend yet, so never mind.
Why are my parents so useless?
That's
I like my cooking. Can I have negotiate. But it says to re-roll to strike a bargain. So I think I have to be interacting with the police officer, right?
Yes.
I can
Look,
step in.
yeah, Dad, please, come on.
I can step in. Oh, I was gonna say, you seem like a nice guy. I'm not gonna go with that. I go and be like, not knowing what was said, not knowing about the autographs. You really like my food, right?
Yeah.
How about we pay you 15, you come back 2 more times on the house.
I mean, I think I get free food already, don't I?
Food's not free,
Food's not free.
but 2 more times free.
I'm gonna ask you to roll 5d8s.
I'm on it. Okay. Double happiness, baby. Well, I got 2 8s, a 1, a 2, and a 4. So
Close enough to double.
yeah, right?
Yeah. So he nods. He's picking up what you're putting down. He's just like, okay, that sounds reasonable. We'll take 15. I'll take 15. And yeah, that sounds like a deal. I'll come back another 2 times.
2 more times.
2 more times.
Exciting.
Okay.
I'm trying to be like, business. We got this.
I understood everything that my husband was saying, and I'm just like over the moon. He solved the problem. Like, today is a great day for our marriage. I'm very impressed.
Hoitong, as you're feeling a little bit moved by everything that's just happened, you suddenly feel a jolt of stress just go throughout your body, as if there's, as if someone like stabbed you, right? But no one stabbed you, nothing happened. It's just sort of this feeling that you get when something's not right. And then within seconds, you hear a scream coming from outside of the door. As you turn around, you notice there's like this huge window by the restaurant. There are people running. There's film crew just like dropping things and just like just running away from the scene.
Oh my god. Okay, so I feel the stabbing like viscerally. Like, it's not
Yes.
actually, yeah, okay, but it hurts me.
Yes.
Okay, so I'm like doubled over because I am in ethereal pain. And yeah, and then I see people running, screaming outside the window. I like my vision's a little like blurry because I'm just like so focused on the intense pain. So all I can do is like grab onto my husband's arm and I'm just pointing to the window and be like, and I'm telling him in Cantonese, I'm just like, I don't feel good. I feel like this has something to do with the snake. That's all I can get out. The snake is what I keep repeating.
Howard, I thought you said she was okay. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. This is different. This is new. Fuck it. Julia's. She has the gift. She has the gift, and I think something's wrong.
You think, Julia, and then like Grandma Mary almost like pushes Howard away and like embraces Julia, brings her over to a chair. Are you okay? What is Howard talking about? Like what I was asking him if you were okay today. I felt something wrong, but I didn't know how to approach you with it. What is going on?
And I'm just like keep babbling like the snake. Like I saw a snake like in the morning. There are heads. There's a hill. And I feel like I just got knifed. Like I don't know. Like but look what's going on outside. What's happening?
Behind you, the officer keels over and he starts growling a little bit. And that gray splotch that was on his face now covers the rest of his body. And he looks up. His eyes are milky white, as if there are no more irises. And he stretches out his arms and starts hopping towards you. And we're going to pause right there before we go into the next segment of this episode of Jiangshi Won the Banquet Hall, or actual play. This is only a one shot. There's not multiple episodes. I think this is going to be the only episode. But we're going to take a break here, and we're going to come right back in just a few minutes. Thanks. Yeah. Hi, everyone. Thank you for hanging out with us, coming back to watch the last part of this episode, this one shot of Jiangshi Blown the Banquet Hall. We are playing a scenario called The Wongs versus the World, and we are in the last act. So we're approaching the dead of night, and you all hear screaming coming outside of the restaurant. And you also have a police officer in your restaurant that's now a Jiangshi that's got his arms outstretched and hopping towards you, Hoitong.
Oh my god. Okay. And so grandma's with me, right? Because she just sat me down.
Yep.
Okay. I am unwell. Wait, is my husband here too?
I think he's in the same room, right?
Okay.
Yeah, I'm ready to throw down.
Okay, I just like scream at my husband. I'm just like I don't know what is going on. Stop that! Like, what is that? Like, I'm just like panicking.
I scream out, Dad, what did you put in the egg rolls?
Love. And then can I take my everyday item is my brand new wok spatula.
Yes, please use your wok spatula.
I just wanna grandma style. Instead of a shoe, it's my wok spatula.
You're gonna throw it at the police officer?
Oh yeah.
Okay, cool. Yes.
I don't want to get near him.
Awesome. Yes. Feel free to roll 5d8s.
I have no ability to reroll this, so let's do this. Fuck. 2 3s, a 4, a 7, and an 8.
You got a 7 though.
I did get a 7.
Okay.
I did get a 7.
So that's your highest roll, I think, right? Your highest.
That is my highest roll,
Okay.
so we're good.
Okay, perfect. So the wok spatula lands, like that pointy bit, like on the wok spatula itself, where it's like the edge. It it flies right directly into between the officer's eyes, and it's stuck there, and that freezes him in his tracks. And he looks around, sort of confused.
Howard, grab Sam. Sam, did you refill the condiments?
Yeah. I did this morning, totally. You believed in me, Grandma.
Oh my god, Little Shrimp is still here.
Oh, I forgot about Little Shrimp.
Little Shrimp comes by. He's just like, I helped wipe the tables.
Grandma like pats Little Shrimp and like tries to like round up Julia as well. It's like in Cantonese, just like very loudly, like get into the kitchen and grab all the rice that we have. And you just see Grandma Mary just like look for the condiments that Sam had refilled. And is there black vinegar or is there vinegar on the table?
Yeah, let's say there's plenty of black vinegar.
This isn't time for cooking.
And right
Sam,
when you
get
say
weapons.
that, right when you say that, you see Grandma uncap it and like sling this vinegar at the Jiangshi.
It sears his face, and you smell burnt flesh. And he sort of like hides his face, and he starts hopping backwards towards the front door, trying to escape.
Holy shit, Grandma.
Watch your mouth, Sam.
Okay, I'm going to get the rice, but also now that I've like things have been going into action, I'm kind of like the celebrities. It's like we must like make sure they're still having a good time here, and I'm going to get the rice.
The front door opens, and it sort of knocks into the police officer, sort of like a comedy style, like weird slapstick thing where he like accidentally gets hit by the front door as he's like leaning against it. Sophia rushes through the front door, and she looks at all of you, and she's just like, there's something going on outside.
Sophia, what are you, what, calm down.
Grandma Mary splashes vinegar onto Sophia as well.
Why would you do that?
Grandma, what the?
It's sour.
And Grandma Mary looks over at Sam. Like, okay, she's okay. I don't know what she's saying.
I'm so sorry. I'm like dabbing her with like a napkin. I'm so sorry. What were you? My grandma. What were you saying?
Everyone's hopping outside. I don't know what's going on.
Hopping?
Hopping. They're hopping down the street. Like everyone working on the set, they're just hopping.
Like a
what the
frog?
movie's about?
Like, I guess kind of like a frog, but if the frog was standing on its hind legs and it's got its front legs outstretched, yeah, that's what's going on outside.
Do they look like this guy? And I point to the cop laying on the ground with a spatula in his head.
Holy shit, you have one of them.
One of them?
Yeah, they look all just like that.
Like a police officer?
No, their skin is gray, their eyes are like weird, and they're hopping. I mean, this one's not really hopping, this one's just on the floor. I don't know what's
Well,
going
I
on with
mean,
this one.
round eyes are a little weird. I'm sure, but like, what do you?
No, like they don't have irises anymore. They were regular people. Lucy was a regular person, like a human.
Well, I mean, she's a celebrity. She's not really like a regular person like you and I are regular people. I mean, I don't.
That's not the point. The point is that she's just hopping now.
Okay, Grandma. Grandma, this lady says that other people are hopping in the streets and they look like this or something.
And you see Grandma like pull in Sophia and like lock the door, and it's like, Julia, the rice.
I like come out as best I can, like holding my one side and then rice in the other. And then I'm like, what do I do?
Make a circle around the police officer with the rice.
Okay. And I'm like doing it as best I can.
Howard, what are you doing?
Ah.
Help your
Can
wife.
can I get my spatula back? That
No.
seemed to work.
That did not work.
Oh, okay. Well,
Can you listen to your mother for once and help your wife?
okay.
It's done.
Okay.
It's done. I did it. Okay.
Well, what can I do then?
Well, we need to
Mom.
make a barrier around the whole restaurant and figure out what is going on
With rice.
With rice?
with rice.
Okay.
Okay. Well, good thing we got
Howard.
that delivery.
Start off with the back door and just make sure that there's a barrier of rice on the ground.
Okay. I'll do that. I'm gonna go into the kitchen.
As you're scrambling and doing all these things, Grandma Mary you see in the window the Jiangshi that are hopping around, they're sort of coming to a halt. 9 of them are getting closer and closer together until they're in this sort of weird bind where they have their arms interlocked and the rest of their bodies are melting towards one another, fusing into this really extremely long body until you see a serpent's body with 9 human heads.
Oh my god. I immediately point. I see it. And I point at the window. I'm like, that is what I saw. That is what I saw. Snake, snake, snake.
That is what I saw.
When?
Howard, I thought you said your wife was okay.
I don't know what side I'm supposed to pick right now. All I know is that I put rice everywhere. And I have also learned that this is not our delivery. Sam, we're going to have to talk. I thought you said you can read English.
Yeah, Dad, I don't really think now is the time, okay? Is there rice there or not?
There's rice there. There's rice there.
Okay.
And
Well, then-
what is that outside?
The snake.
That is
Snake.
going to ruin our restaurant.
What?
and
That's
even
movie
bigger
magic, baby.
town. That is not movie magic. I'm not sure what type of Hollywood that is, but that's going to tear up this town. And
But if that's the Hollywood you want, I forbid it.
The 9 heads move closer and closer towards the window, looking at all of you inside.
I totally think that disrespecting my mom got that thing's attention. And I immediately regret everything that I've just said.
Sophia, do you recognize any of these heads?
Well, that's our director right there. I think that's Lucy. I don't know who that one is. Oh, wait, I think that's was that one of the PAs? I think that was one of the PAs. Oh, that's Joe right there.
Okay.
And you hear Joe from the other room from the tongs. They were like, "What? Did someone say something?"
Oh shit, they're still
the
here.
tongues were here.
Grandma commands so much respect that they just kind of sat in the back respectfully.
Okay, sorry, Grandma, do you know what this thing is then?
Yeah, it doesn't matter who they are. That is a Shanglu, and we need. And you just see like Grandma just like frantically look around, and like runs back towards the tongs, for that old shaman text, and like rips out the page with the spirit paper, and just like almost like balls it up and like pushes it into Howard's chest. As the man of the family, sorry, Sam, you need to deal with this.
Well, what do I do?
We need to find, this is going to sound a little weird, and don't ask me how I know all of this. I'll explain myself later. And you see Grandma just take like one more big like puff of her cigarette. You need to find the primary head and stick that paper right on its forehead, and then like you feel like a hit right on your head, right there.
Oh, okay.
Easy as that.
What would be the primary head? Would it be Lucy?
How
Lucy?
can you tell?
I don't know.
It's in the middle.
The middleest head, the most famous head. I don't want to say the one that ate my food. Okay. How do I stick it? How do I stick it? Do I peel something off the back?
Quick mechanical note. For the mechanics of this game, in order to use the spirit paper, you will need to come together as a family to think of one sentence, one phrase, whatever best represents your family as a unit working together. I, as the GM, will be counting down to 10, basically. And if you can come up with that phrase or sentence or whatever it is by the time I count to 10, then the spirit paper works. But if not, then it doesn't work.
Number one most delicious.
Number
Chinese
one,
food.
baby.
Number one.
Number one.
I think it was easy. Julia, my dearest Julia, do you agree with us?
Oh my god. That's not what describes our family. How about number one, no fun?
Number one, no fun.
No.
Fuck.
Dad just
No,
was
no
spatula
fun.
into a cop's head. That's you can't even get any more
I
fun
could be a
than
movie
that.
star.
You're right, that's just me. Okay, how about eggs? What did you say, Howard?
Exciting.
Exciting. Number one, exciting.
Number one, exciting. Is that what you've decided?
Family.
Number one,
Number one,
exciting
exciting
family.
No, just number one, exciting. I'm asking my family.
Number one, exciting. Okay.
Number one, exciting. Okay, is that your spirit paper? Is that what it's gonna say on the spirit paper?
Sam, Grandma, Mary.
She called her Mary.
Yeah, she wants to be called Mary.
That's true.
Are we saying all this in Cantonese or?
Yes,
Okay.
except
Number
for
one.
number one, exciting.
Or is our incantation in like broken English?
I don't know how eggs exciting translates into Cantonese. So it's just like the number one and then just like English
Exciting.
exciting.
Yeah.
And then Grandma Mary will just be like, family is number one as well. And make sure you write that in Cantonese.
Okay, so number one, exciting family.
Family.
Okay.
For one exciting family.
Number one.
exciting family.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. I am noting that down. That is now on your spirit paper for trying to banish out a giant creature. Got it. Who's gonna take the spirit paper?
Howard.
I could do this.
All right. So
I can go with you.
We could do it together.
Yeah. Support.
okay. So you have the spirit paper on hand. You are ready to take down this giant Xiangliu. Who else is the rest of the family going to go with you?
Wait, Dad. I run up to the wall, I rip down one of the American flags, and I drape it around him like a cape.
Yes. I pick up my spatula. I'm ready.
Yeah, and Grandma will be armed with like 2 things of black vinegar from the tables, and it's like right next to them.
And I'll have some rice.
I'm going to turn to Sam and be like, Sam, write about this.
Right? Yeah. Okay.
Amazing. So I'm going to ask all of you to roll 5d8s. That determines 2 things. The first thing is who goes first in the order of events, and also if you succeed in what you're trying to do.
I have the worst luck, man. Don't make me do this.
I rolled double 8s, 7, 6, and a 4.
Okay.
So my total
cool.
is 8.
All right. So we got an 8.
You were the luckiest son of a bitch.
I have the number one exciting family.
Aww.
Thank you, Google.
At a 7.
Okay. Danny got a 7.
I have a 6.
You got a 6.
I typed it in chat. I think that means I got a 7.
Oh, you got a 7. Yeah.
You got a 7, yeah.
Hey.
Just got a 7. All right. So, this is what the order of events is going to look like. So, because Daniel got an 8, Danny got a 7, Joyce got a 7, and Lee got a 6. Lee is going to start first, and you are going to basically tell me what you're doing. Tell me what you're trying to do in this chaotic situation as your family is trying to attack this Xiangliu.
Oh my God, what am I doing? I'm like the useless, mediocre son who just watches things and takes notes.
That's not true.
All right. So I'm like got like Sophie, like I'm like protecting her because she seems like just whiting out of her depth or whatever. So I'm like, everything's gonna be okay. And I've like, no, you know what? Before I'm gonna like pick up a chair and I'm gonna like break a chair and then like use the leg as like a club. So I've just got my club and I've got Sophie and I'm just like intensely sending positive vibes to the family.
Nice. Those vibes definitely get to the family. Sophie's very impressed by what's going on. You have this chair leg, and it seems very impressive, but you are getting a few splinters in your fingers. So that's just, that's just what happens when you have a wooden chair, I guess.
Mean, that makes sense.
Yeah. Next up, we'll go over to let's go over to Danny. Grandma Mary, what are you doing?
Yeah, are we uh in this scene right now? Are we still in the restaurant or are we outside of the restaurant?
I think you're trying to charge out of the restaurant to defeat this creature.
Yeah, so as we are kind of like getting a scope of this giant creature, and the other Jiangshi are kind of stopped in his tracks, you just see Grandma just trying to sling these the vinegar in like a arc motion to like hit as many of these Jiangshi as possible to keep them where they are. That way there's like a clear path.
Nice. The vinegar is just spraying everywhere. All the Jiangshi stop in their tracks. They are terrified of Grandma Mary, and they don't want to come near you because if they do, they'll start burning.
Like I turned to Sophia and I'm like, that's my grandma.
And you see Grandma do like this weird like Charlie's Angels pose with like two vinegar things and like gives a nod at her grandson.
Oh my God, dead. I mean, not yet, but so okay, so I guess to my knowledge, I only know that the rice does something. Like I don't know what it does, but Grandma told me about rice. So I'm assuming by making a circle around the police officer, it probably contains like Jiangshi. So then using that knowledge, I'm just like lining the entrance of the door, the window, like to make sure, or not to make sure, in hopes that like that will deter anything coming in. That's what I'm doing.
As you're spreading the rice around, some of the junks they're hopping towards the rice, and you see them stop, bend over, and start counting in each and every single piece of rice. And they're just like 1, 2, 3, 4, and that's all they're doing.
Oh, okay, I pour more in and then I use my hand and I like mix up the rice a little bit. Maybe that'll like jumble their counting.
They forget that they were counting and they recount 1, 2, 3, and this keeps going as you're doing the jumbling.
Oh my God, I feel like a very intelligent person right now. And then I like shout to my family, my findings. I'm like, oh my God, the rice like distracts them. They're trying to count them. So like if you like move it around, they have to start over. I don't know. Do with that knowledge what you will.
I'm like, oh my God, mom, they're as like tight as you are.
Sam, we'll talk about this later.
Julia, we'll let this one slide. Sam, don't talk to your mom like that.
Thank you.
Mom, I love you.
I love you too, son. You're the
Draped
best
in
son.
the like American flag that my son put on me. I've affixed the talisman, the paper, to my spatula. And I intend on smacking it in the face with the sealing paper. And I just heroically run towards this giant serpent. And I want to like smack it in the face with my spatula.
Nice. Are you aiming for Lucy's head? Or
Yes.
Okay.
I'm aiming for the Hollywood face.
Amazing. The paper sticks on her head, and you see their eyes. The milkiness dissolves into human eyes again, and they roll back. The Xiangliu peels apart, with all the Jiangshi falling to the ground. A dark green smoke seeps out of their mouths, out of the mouths of the Jiangshi, and floats softly into the closest container that they can find. So there's like the small bottle that's just like lying on the ground. It just like seeps into this bottle, and it just stays there floating in the bottle. The Jiangshi lay unconscious. The gray dissolves from their skin, turning them back to their original human color. Gary sits upright and looks around, and he's just like, "What happened?"
The stunt went wrong. The prop guy came by and said there was something wrong with the uh, explosion stuff you were gonna do for the stunt.
Lucy gets up, picks herself up. She brushes herself off and she says, I am never working with you ever again. And she storms down the street. Gary looks at Sophia and he says, well, I guess you have the lead.
Oh my God. I push my book at her. Can I get your autograph?
I guess so. And she scribbles her name on the book.
Thank you.
Sorry. What happened to the rest of the zombies?
Oh, they all turn back to human. So they're all just
okay.
getting up confused. One of them is just like, I'm feeling a little bit hungry.
Number 1. Most delicious Chinese USA food. Open for business. Little shrimp. Sweep the rice away.
I'm just like crying because now I'm realizing it's over, but we just wasted like 6 bags of rice and that costs a lot of money. So I'm just standing there in a fugue state.
Fast forward 3 weeks from now, you are back in the restaurant. Let's go around and see what each character is doing. Let's start with Hoitong. Hoitong, what is your character doing 3 weeks from now?
I go back to normal life, like easier than I thought. Like I almost like push it from my mind, like it almost didn't happen. But one thing that has changed is that I'm viewing my husband in a different light. There's more respect. And yeah, just running the business.
Howard, what are you doing?
Same old shit. Coming up with specials, but I think this time I'm trying to learn English from my son instead of bothering him.
Very cool.
And I've also hired Lil Shrimp. I don't know if Julia's okay with that.
It's fine.
Sam, what are you doing?
I've actually decided now to become a screenwriter instead of a novelist because I've seen the magic of the movies, and I'm currently furiously working on my movie, One Dark Night in Chinatown, and I'm going to pitch it to Sophia.
Very cool. And then finally, Grandma Mary.
Yeah, you see Grandma Mary in the back, in her storage closet, and you just see like some incense burnings, and you kind of see a little more organized setting. And then right behind her, you see the Tongs just like rolling dice and having fun, and she's like counting like hundreds of dollars, like $100 bills, and you see that she slips one like $500 into a little red packet, and she walks over and she gives it to Julia, and she hands it over to her with 2 hands, and it's just like, remember that you can have fun, but I do need you to help take care of this family too.
Oh, thank you so much. I will immediately put this into our bank account. But yes, fun, because number 1, exciting family. Is what we are.
Family. And I feel like Grandma also walks over to Sam and had a conversation of like, that business card is not for catering. You pitch every single story you write to that director.
Oh my God, Grandma, you're so smart.
And I don't care what type of girl or boy you meet, you will take me to every single red carpet when you're famous.
Oh, of course. Of course.
Every single one.
Family.
Number 1, USA.
Just leave the vinegar at home, please.
And finally, Grandma walks over to Howard and kind of like nonchalantly while they're over there, like forces Howard to like sit down and like cooks one more like family meal for everybody as we sit around the table for what like a regular family meal that's not American Chinese food, and no egg rolls to be seen.
Oh,
Amazing.
I love that.
yeah.
The credits roll, we fade to black, and a few moments later, after the credits end, we have a little post-credit scene, which is the bottle that contains the green smoke. It starts cracking and moving, and eventually it topples over, releasing the smoke back into the air. And we end our session there. Thank you everyone so much for playing. You have all been so incredible. I am so lucky to, have such amazing friends like you. I just feel so honored to be sharing the table with all of you. And we're just gonna go through our final wrap up. We're going to go to each and every single one of you, tell the audience where we can find you on the internet, what are your next projects, if you have any that you can talk about, anything that you would like to advertise. And yeah, I think we can end it from there. Let's start with Joyce. Who are you? Where can we find you on the internet? What are you working on?
Hi. Once again, I am Joyce Wong, artist and designer. You can find me on Instagram at Juice the Drink, TTE. I don't really have much going on right now besides being really obsessed with Baldur's Gate 3. And so I'm just drawing a ton of art, and so prints and stickers coming out. So be on the lookout for that.
Amazing. Thank you, Joyce. Daniel, would you like to go next?
Yeah, you can find me everywhere online at Daniel H. Kwan. Right now, I'm working on a game called Wandering Blades. Wandering Blades is a tabletop RPG, a game of lethal melodrama inspired by old school games and Chinese wuxia movies from the 1970s and 80s. So if you like sort of like hyper violent tabletop role playing experiences, that's what I'm working on right now.
Amazing. Thank you, Daniel. Next up, Lee.
Hi, I'm Lee Shorten. You can find me on Instagram at LC Shorten. I'm working on a couple of video games right now, but I can't NDAs and such. But they'll be pretty cool when I can announce them. And otherwise, you can catch me in a movie that just dropped on Netflix called Ultraman Rising, where I play Captain Aoshima. So please check that out because the cast and crew is such wonderful, beautiful human beings and really talented artists too. So please give it your support.
Awesome. Thank you, Lee. I do love that movie. It's really good. Danny.
Yes. Hey, y'all. My name is Danny. You can find me all over the internet at Brutal Dan. That's BR00TALDAN. You might be able to find me on some writing projects, wink, wink, hint, hint, as well as some actual plays that will be coming out as well. Follow me on Twitter for all of those updates. Again, I also write a marketing Substack called Digital Thickness with 2 C's, and I try to distill down information if you ever want to break into marketing, community building, social media management, as well as just weird little pop culture nuggets from a queer perspective. So thanks for running this, Banana.
Thank you. Thank you so much for playing. And I also want to give a shout out to Mark, who has been behind the scenes handling all of the chaos and making sure that this all goes smoothly. So thank you so much, Mark, for helping us out and for, getting us all together. My name is Banana Chan. You can find me at Banana Chan Games on all the social media platforms. I'm on too many platforms. And you can also find my company, Read Write Memory, at Read Write Memory on probably the same platforms. Thank you so much for playing Jiangshi Blood in the Banquet Hall. Thank you so much for watching Jiangshi Blood in the Banquet Hall. And thank you so much. You can check this backer kit campaign out. It is, by the time this video drops, I believe it should be out already. So please do check it out. Give us some money if you can, and try to get us funded. Thank you, everyone. I'll talk to y'all soon. Bye.